Welcome to the Locker, Season 6, Episode 33. Man, where's my stuff buffer? Oh, hopefully we ain't gonna have no problems out here. I hope we won't have no problems out of y'all today. I'm your boy White Long Van House. Close but no cigar, man. They been at your head, big dog.
They've been at my head?
Yeah, they ain't say been at
really?
your head. Yeah,
Really?
They got you on the fence, man. They say,
Who's
and it's
that?
not football people, which they've swayed me a little bit.
Oh,
but
okay.
I think it's harder to do some things than some people think it is. And we're going to jump right off into it because I don't want to be on here at 11 or 12 o'clock at night, Eastern Standard Time. The big discussion, obviously, from last week is the overtime decision.
Yeah.
The right decision for most people is get points, especially if you got a good defense.
Yep.
Get points, whether it's 3 or 7.
Yep.
3, 6, or 7. And then play defense because obviously, more than likely, they're not going to get more than 3.
Correct.
The thing the non-football heads are stuck on is that, and everybody keeps saying they got a great kicker. Motherfucker, if you can't kick it in from the 25-yard line, you shouldn't be a power 4 kicker. But everybody kept saying, well, they got a great kicker. From the 25-yard line, that's a gimme. That's like saying, well, he 50% from the free throw line. You might not want him on the line, but if you are a basketball player, especially if you inbound the ball to somebody and you know they ain't going to foul, that motherfucker better be 70, 80%. It ain't like you talking about, you got 1.2 seconds to get it to length of the court.
Fair. But hey, here's the thing that bothers me about all that. This is what bothers me about the whole scenario is this. The previous 60 minutes dictates your decision on that drive. If we were playing a team that was marching up and down the field on our defense, and for some reason, let's say they missed a lot of field goals or they turned the ball over, and you like, if our defense can't stop them from their 25 and they always get into our 25, it's like, okay, if they get a chance on the 25, they're going to score.
Right.
Totally different. They ain't do shit on our defense all night.
Right.
Not a damn thing. What they had, 8 first downs. Not a damn thing all night. So here's my thing. If you win the toss, like Texas did, right? There's a reason why they decided to be the second team.
Right.
Because now they get a look at what you did. So now we can either win or tie. So if you lose the toss, it is to your greatest advantage to get to the second overtime. So then they go first, and then you dictate if you want to win the game now or go to the damn 2-point bonanza, right?
Right.
So for me, I have no problem with going for the touchdown on the second overtime because maybe you don't want to go to that bullshit, right? But on the first one, you just gave them the out. As you just said, 25-yard line, 42-yard kick. It's pretty much a given. So now, for all the people say, well, they have a great kicker. Well, damn, if you miss it, they're going to kick it and win it anyway. Anthony, them motherfuckers went backwards.
Yeah.
They were 4th and 12. So they didn't even get a kicker additional yards. They made it harder on them. So regardless, he was going to make the 42-yard field goal, period. So why give them the easy out with only scoring 0? Now, for me, if I'm the coach, when I go for 7, Anthony, it's if I score, we storm the field. That's the only reason I'm going for a touchdown. If we score, we end the whole thing. All the fans, players, administration, we storming the field. If you score, you ain't storming the field because you got to wait until they fucking decide if you storm the field or not. On top of that, Anthony, on your first drive, they stuffed your ass. made you lose points then. So why poke the bear twice? On top of that, Texas has a top 5 rush defense. Ain't nothing in your favor.
Tell me this, man.
Okay.
And this is why we call it the locker. And I know I don't mean, and I know I speak for Van, that we don't mean no disrespect to anybody who's listening. The whole point of the show is we having a locker room discussion. So when I say things like as players, that don't mean the fans ain't knowledgeable. The fans don't have a right to have an opinion, don't have an investment. I am saying this as a player is what we are thinking. I'm watching the game with my peoples. Get down there. Bam. We down there. Now Cutter could have won it. He could have been the man. He could have had Dames from now until
2028.
Yeah, right. They still talk about Matt Rohr.
Right. You can live all that for forever. So, hey, dog. You remember 2025, the quarterback? Hey, man, you can live out that for forever.
So this is the thing, though, Big Dog.
Huh?
We get down there.
Yep.
We run it on third and short.
Yep.
Stymied. This, I'm telling you, this is what fucks me up, and this is why Bush needs to go. And I ain't never been so adamant about somebody. I knew more inside stuff about Scangarello is why I felt like Scangarello needed. I knew more inside stuff, so I think their departure was more than just play calling. But anyway, I ain't saying nothing illegal, but it's just a fit. It just wasn't the right fit.
Right.
3rd and 1. So I'm like, whew, here we go. Let's see, dude. And you notice you a quarterback. No timeout, no hesitation. Everything's in sequence. We call the play like, you know who would do that? Lane Kiffin, Steve Spurrier. It's certain people. Line up, let's go. Yeah, so when they did that, like they didn't call no timeout, wasn't no meeting. Oh shit, let's go. We got a surefire up our sleeve. We about to waggle, we about to bootleg, we about to stop. I felt like Steve Harvey. He better not be in this damn trunk. You know where I found him at? That's the thing that fucked me up. It was no timeout and we can't. Now, if you would have came out of the timeout and ran that, it would have been dumb as hell. But it still would have given the defense an opportunity to feel like, well, maybe they drawing. You might have caught them, making adjustments. But they got the same defense out there that you just got stymied by.
Yeah.
That's the thing that though. So you was confident enough to not call a timeout, not have a meeting or nothing, and called it with conviction.
Yep.
That at that point, I said, this dude gotta go.
Yep.
Because me as a player, like anytime, now Tim might go to the sideline and be like, no, we already got it, because Tim knows he's been saying all day. It's like you always say, it's been some stuff he had in his back pocket. I ain't dumped it here. I ain't went to the tight end. I've just been feasting on him because he's terrible. But we need to play. You could have chipped the tight end to the back pylon, ran the running back, or bring the backside tight end underneath like a cross block and just had him run to the flats immediately. You could have. I said we did that all the time. Just had a running back speed to the pylon. Had the tight end. So that's your first read. Had a tight end ship, then go to the back corner, and the quarterback's rolling out. So you take the running. If you playing cat and mouse, you take the running back. I'm gonna run it in. He's 6'5", something like that. You come up on me, I dump to the running back. Y'all come up on the running back or whatever. You can't really guard at all. And on the backside, you have your backside person sitting at the goalpost. If all that failed, point was, y'all came out of that huddle like they came, nothing, no timeout, no hecticness, whatever.
Nope. They were let's run it.
Gus Malzahn.
Let's run it.
wow, are you fucking? And that's what you. Oh, at that point, I'm done. Man, get that guy out of here, man. Get this guy out of here, man. It was too much riding on the game. It was too much ride.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you call a timeout and run the same damn play, the defense like, okay, what they over there drawing up? You ran the back-to-back play, which couldn't have been the case because on second down, you made a hell of an effort. Third down, so you did not run. You did not send 2 plays in. You did not send 2 plays in on third down.
Mm-mm.
If this don't work, we going with this. So it was obvious from the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't expect to be in that position.
Anthony, I don't care what no one say. And I'm going to catch flack for this. That motherfucker called his best game at Kentucky except for 4 plays. The first drive.
When it counted, though.
Hey, the first drive, 3rd and 4th down, the overtime, 3rd and 4th down. Hold on, now let me get you into the psyche though. So first of all, as I said, and you know me, we've been on this 6 years, and before this, you know I'm all about players, right? This would be the first time. I don't know the first time ever. This is the first time in a long time that I blame the head coach. Mark Stoops fucked Bush on Saturday because he should have went for 4th down on the first drive. An offense that's fucking anemic. Let them get points on the board. Let them feel good. Oh, we got first on this defense. This defense is either 1 or 2 in conference. And your ass marched down the field rather convincingly. Let's get points on the board. So that's number 1. Second thing, on overtime, you put them in a bad situation again. Going for it on 4th down. You just saw what they did earlier. Kick the field goal. All right. So for me, that's on Stoops. All right. Bush is second in command. Here's the thing what I want to say as I was watching. First play of overtime, the motherfuckers run a bubble screen. How many people hate the fucking bubble screen? Hate it. Oh my God. When are we going to start running screens? They got that motherfucker down to like the 3-yard line. First down. And Anthony, we all know you can go check every game during a season. Teams like to run it between the tackles because they don't want to lose yards.
Right.
On the goal line. So even if a team stuff you, they either run counter or G. They run some of them mixed up. They might run lead, then they might run G, whatever. Right? See, Anthony, but here's the thing. I'm gonna put a pin in it. Most people don't even know what fucking counter or G is.
Right.
So they'll switch it up on you, right? This is what spooked Bush, in my opinion. Reduced formation. He ran orbit motion, and them motherfuckers didn't bite.
We in here,
right?
We got our heels dug in.
Right, they ain't bite on nothing. They ain't bite on the orbit. They ain't bite on the fake. If you look at that play, them motherfucking linebackers are on the goal line in coverage.
Right.
So now he's spooked. Now I gave you first down. I don't know if that was inside zone or lead. I don't remember the play now. Gave you the inside zone, let's just say. First down. Second down, I gave you inside orbit, boot, 1 option. So I don't want my quarterback to throw it back across his shoulder and get it picked. 1 option. And here's the thing. If you really look at the play, they pull center guard in front of him. He has the outside pylon at his disposal. If he goes outside pylon, and let's say gets to the half-yard line, the 3rd down call gets them in the end zone. Right? Or you go quarterback push or push, whatever, quarterback sneak, right? But since the quarterback decided to take it inside, which everybody knows, see, and that's the thing about reps. You never go back inside. You push that damn thing to the outside because there's too many guys. There's a reduced formation on the goal line. There's nothing inside. Take that damn bitch to the outside pylon. So when you look at that play, I personally think that spooked them. And this is why I blame fucking Stoops. If them motherfuckers covered boot naked perfectly, then they fucking stuff your jump attempt and you ain't got nothing for them. Unless you're going to spread them out.
Yeah.
But that's it. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that bothers me. I don't know if you was with Coach Smith in the DB room when he said this, but he told us, dude, there's certain things that just sticks in my mind. He always would say it's the play before the play. Y'all, he wouldn't say numbness, but I can't remember what the word he would call us because everybody's worried about the play that they scored on. But what happened 2 plays before?
Yeah.
First drive. And Cutter played. Look, I said on all the things I was on, this game rests on Cutter's shoulder. If he plays a good game, don't have to be elite. We will be in this game because I watched Texas. I said that we will beat Texas because I've seen Texas this year. He played a damn good game for a redshirt freshman. There was 2 plays that haunted us, and it's not the interception because the defense came and made them punt. First drive, him slide instead of diving. If he gets that first down, everything is different. You don't slide in that situation when you're close to a first down. You dive for it, get the first down, then we get 4 more downs. And in overtime, if he keeps it outside, I think he scores.
Oh, absolutely. I think so too.
Those are 2 plays that are different in the game, but fuck them 2 plays, a redshirt freshman. Mark Stoops knows fucking better. You don't do that bullshit. First drive, you don't do it. In overtime, you don't do it. The first time I'm saying is that loss is on the head coach.
Can't do that, man. You can't do that, man. You've been with KSR too long, man. You can't do that. You gotta play one side of the fence. And I say this because we always stand on business. We stand on business. And here's the thing. The fan base can't say Mark Stoops has to let the offensive coordinator coach. Now, I thought I text you. No, I text somebody. And I was like, and you know what's crazy? It reminds me of the end of Joker era where everybody blaming everybody. Because Bush keeps saying we. I don't know who the we is that made that call. He keeps saying we. It wasn't Mark Stoops. Mark Stoops could have vetoed it, but y'all the same people who don't want Mark Stoops involved on the offense because of his mindset. Now maybe Bush is scared to step outside the box. If you scared, go to church and get the hell off our sidelines. I say this. I played for a coach that fake punt with their back to the damn end zone. So I'm saying that's how much confidence you got in your product. That's just the confidence you got in your product.
Right.
I'm saying the fact that we did not call a timeout and think about it, and you ran that when you put your best outfit on and you go to the club, you know them, you know they're gonna be on you. Hey, you know that. Hey, you tell your lady, I might be in late or not at all. What's gonna happen tonight?
Right.
And you don't get hot.
Damn. I didn't pick that. That was no timeout.
I'm not taking anything away from the whole overtime. Like I can see both sides. You want an inch, let's go for it. And you might not get back to the inch, but also I've seen more of let's go to the second overtime because it's only 25-yard line. You unless you make them lose yards, a lot of yards is going to be tough. But you called that boy with the utmost confidence.
Yeah.
You didn't like it was in rhythm. You called it in rhythm. It wasn't no you see the quarterback over there talking to the coach, they scratching their head. No, the play was sent in immediately. Like it was like it was script.
Yeah. It was 40 seconds. It was sent in. The time clock runs. You're right. Damn.
And my thing is this. This is the only other thing. And this is comical on my behalf.
First of all, kudos, bro. Because I did not think about they didn't call a timeout. That makes it even worse.
Like, when they broke the huddle immediately, I jumped up on my seat. I knew they had something in the bag. I knew. We was at a bar. I jumped up on my seat because hell yeah, because I know you got to go too.
Right.
Something that we ain't ran all day or something we ran earlier, we knew we can come back to.
Damn.
They didn't even think about it.
Damn. You know what pisses me off? Even now you are. I'm gonna say this. I'm still on Stoops because he shouldn't have went for it on 4. But Anthony, that motherfucker knows this. It's like Georgia and their coach. When they get in a bind, they're gonna bring pressure.
Yeah.
Remember the was the first third down? It might have been, I think it was the first third down. Mm-hmm. He lined up in a bunch, tight end, Z, Seth. It's basically trips, but the third one is to run it back in the backfield. And he ran double rub for Seth on the air route. Boom, bam, 20 yards. First down. He's got shit in his bag. Why didn't you do that?
No, you can't get that. You can't get that. You can't get that off on the goal line. I don't think.
So that meant Dante was in the game on second down.
Problem number 2. Problem number 2.
Getting me with. See, now you got me with no timeout. Makes me think even worse because
you don't even have your best ball handler in there.
And hold on. Those were his 3 plays he was counting on. No, think about it, right? Hold on. As the OC, you already had your 3 plays scripted. Yeah. If you had him in the game, he was like, no. Did Dante run the damn inside zone? Did Jason Patterson run it?
Go look. I didn't think they changed running back. What, maybe the first play? After the first play?
Yeah, no, after the first and goal. Did Patterson run the first play? Or did Dante? Because if Dante runs the first play, Anthony, that was his script.
Right.
After he got down to the 3-yard line, he had plays in his mind of how he wanted to run it. Because if you think about it, the first 2 plays bled into each other.
Right. Yeah.
And then he's like, well, since we on the whatchamacallit, Cutter got us close to the goal line, let's jump it. Let me see. Bro, I'm going to say this, Anthony. You got me. If this motherfucker ran, if Dante was in the game on first and goal, is that Dante? Yeah, that's him.
Dowdle was in on first.
Dowdle. Yep. So Anthony, those was his 3 plays. Those were his 3 plays. That was his sequence. Dude, he already ironed. Look, it's not premeditated like 2 weeks ago. But when he got the ball inside the 5, those were his 3 plays. We're gonna go. It looks a little bit like cross. Is that duo? No, that's not duo. Just looks like inside zone. First play just looks like inside zone.
Right.
And he got half a yard. Second play, orbit. Yep. He went 1. Okay, yeah. So Donald was in the game. So that was, although he is.
Give him credit. I give him credit for that because it sounds like it seems, and that makes more sense to me too now. It was a script.
That's what I'm saying.
The only problem is, hold on, it's a script for the season. Like that's if we get into overtime, if we're gonna do, that's a script for overtime. Not against the second best defensive line, top 5 defensive line in the country. I don't care. Any other team in the SEC. Any other team in the SEC. That script is fine with me. Here's the other thing, Van. I don't know. And I don't like getting on the players. I don't like getting on the players, man. But
what?
But when have you jumped over a pile? Him. I don't even know what you're looking for. It's quite obvious he never had it.
Whoa, yes, he had.
Neither one of them leaps was gonna make it.
No.
He ain't Walter Payton. and he ain't Reggie Bush.
And that makes it worse. We tried it early in the season, and he fucking did the same thing. I can't remember, was it Toledo? We did the same shit early in the season, and it was the same result. He's not that dude. Anthony. And look, you're right, Anthony. This is, see, now that you say that, they should have called timeout. If they wanted to go for it, they should have called timeout on 4. If they really want to go for it and get everybody's input. Because if you read third down, everybody crashed. The cornerbacks, everybody fucking crashed. So if you saw them crash on that down, you fucking don't do the same exact thing. But even with that said, and you fucking kick the fucking field goal. I don't give a fuck what you say. All the situation, kick the fucking field goal.
Put it like this. Let me ask you this. If it's Lane Kiffin, Hal Mumme, you got a problem with him going for it on 4th and inches?
I'm going to just say this.
Maybe you got an offensive mind, put it like that.
Maybe I'm wrong. I think they kicked the field goal. Here's the reason why.
If you don't have confidence, you kick the field goal. No, on the inch line, you should go. Hold on. Listen. I understand your point, and that's why I said I can do both sides. If they go for, if we got an offensive mind and we pick up the 6 and make it 7, what's the likelihood of Texas scoring?
0.
Very unlikely.
Right. That's why. Hold on. That's why I think an offensive coach, all right, guys, in my head, if I'm Lane Kiffin, I call those 3 plays, like, fuck, I fucked up, right? But he's going to say, damn, third down, I shouldn't have called that. But if I can reset, I'm going to make the right calls the next time because my defense has stopped them. So let me reset on the next 2. You know, on the second overtime. Second overtime, they ain't fucking stopping me. Y'all stop me now. And as an OC, I'm like, that's on me. Because that's on me. That third down was bullshit, y'all. And when they come to the sideline, as I let my defensive coordinator handle the defense, hey, y'all, man, look. That shit was on me. That bullshit ass jump over the pile. I gave my man another chance. I don't know why the fuck I did that when early in the season I tried. You know what, y'all? That's on me. I was thinking something, and I fucked up. But when we get this ball next, we fucking scoring. Regardless of what happened, we scoring. But on that one, that ain't on y'all. That's on me. That's what, if I'm the DC or OC, that's what I'm saying. Dude, fuck. Why I call that bullshit on third down? Why fuck? I need that back. So, tell the defense, if I get the defense, hey, y'all, give me one more shot. And we ending this bitch next time.
I could buy that. That's coming from a defensive guy. I could buy that.
I'm an offensive guy now. Whoa. I'm an offensive guy. I only played defense 4 years. Well, 5, 6.
No, I'm saying in the thrill of the game, by the same token, all you want is your defense to get when you played, right? All you wanted was your offense to give y'all a chance to stop them for the game. If we got the lead, don't mess it up. Just hey, go in and punt it to them. Let us play defense. When I played,
Time. Anthony, you put me in a trick bag. I ain't been in that situation. When we get to the office, hey, just hold the fort. So I'm not comfortable answering that question because they ain't been in that situation. All right, go ahead.
When we got the ball, hey man, please just stop them, man. I don't care if it's a fumble. Hey man, our best chance of winning the game is if we down by 7 or if we tie game, the best chance we got is even if y'all let them score, try to block the extra point, get them up by 6, because we gonna get 6. And I'm saying you was on the opposite side of that thinking pattern where if the game is on the line, hey y'all, we're not asking y'all to score, but give us a chance to go out there and stymie them. We was on
I would have loved to play.
Huh?
I would have loved to play in those years. Because for me as a defense, all I know, and I'm telling my guys, hey, we need 2 stops a game.
Yeah.
We need 2 stops a game. Y'all, we get 2 stops a game. They're going to score in one of those stops, and we're going to have the advantage. All we need is 2. We definitely need 2. We get more than 2, we racing these motherfuckers. Because then when they get 2 scores down, then what they're going to do? They're going to have to pass. They're going to be one-dimensional. If we can get 2 stops, and then our offense gets 2 scores, we boat racing. I'm just thinking that now. With y'all and Tim Couch and Yeast and you, and I'm like, fuck, bro, the pressure's off of us now. Because we ain't got to play perfect.
Right.
All you got to need 2-3 stops in this ball game. Every week.
If you score 40, you score 40, you score 42, 41 points a game, and you lose 4 of them boys. Now, mind you, back then, Tennessee and Florida wasn't no punks.
No.
Georgia was a tough loss, and Arkansas was just a crazy ass game.
Mississippi State, because our permanent was Mississippi State when I was there.
Oh damn, we did lose Mississippi State. Wait a minute, so it was 6-5, or we 7-4?
Y'all was 7-4.
I thought we was 7-4, but I know it's Florida, Tennessee, Georgia. I thought my senior year.
Talking 97?
Oh no, we beat Mississippi State my senior year. It was Arkansas.
Which year you talking?
98.
Oh
97,
shit! Yeah,
we was 5-6 or 4-7.
Yeah, 6-5.
Yeah. We lost to Arkansas up at Arkansas.
In 99?
98. With Tim, Dusty Bonner was there.
Yeah. No, y'all right. You're right. Yeah, you went 5-6 in 97, 7-5 in 98. And y'all lost to
Florida, Georgia,
Texas,
Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, and Arkansas.
Yep, Florida. Yep.
At Arkansas. At Arkansas, we lost to Georgia by 2 points. Arkansas by a last play. Man, Tim threw a damn Hail Mary at the end of the game. He just threw a bullet in the back of the end zone. That joke was over. That joke was 8 feet high. Me and Kevin Colbert was trying to. I was like, as much wrong that he can't do.
Y'all should have beat Georgia from the score.
Oh, they called back touchdowns and everything. They made sure Georgia won.
Damn, that's 26-28. Damn, y'all in that one.
They called back 2 touchdowns, I believe.
So y'all could have easily. I know if it was the 5th, we all be drunk. Y'all lost by 7 to Arkansas, which you said was late in the game, and y'all lost by 2 to Georgia, and those were both ranked teams.
Yes. I don't think back then they didn't believe in us, so they didn't want us. I don't think they believed in us. It wasn't good TV. What Tim Couch was, I mean, it was good to watch Tim Couch, but I don't think it was good TV for us to be beating them type of team, for us beating ranked teams. So they made sure it didn't happen. We lost to, if you want to do your history, we lost to Georgia. Y'all beat them. We lost. Well, nah, my senior year, man, they took us behind the woodshed. I think we had 50 yards of offense, dude. But the other 2 years, we lost to them by 2 points. They both was 2-point games.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
I'm trying to figure out who we are, man, because I'm trying to. This is another thing you need to look at. I'm gonna say this, man. I really don't care, man. I don't like the guy, man. But like you said, man, Bush need to do the honorable thing, admirable. Do the honorable thing, man.
What's that?
Or Stoops need to do the best thing for the fan base. Let us know you're trying. I ain't saying. I got a local show. I got a host, and I gotta have them people on my show.
I'm gonna take. Look, this is my honest opinion, and
if you ain't got the balls to get out of there,
here's the thing. This is what I'm gonna say. Is that this? Because people think great play callers just grow on fucking trees. Dumbass play callers.
Right.
You watch a lot of football, I gotta do this. Like, what the fuck? Okay, let me really do this. The guy on the other sideline, who's supposed to be a guru, made some shitty ass decisions too. That fucker almost gave us the ball game when they had the ball in field goal range. He runs down, basically, I'm gonna call it jet sweep. He mostly throws a damn out route to him as his momentum is going to the sideline. He runs out of fucking bounds.
Right.
Why did he call that play? Like that, he had 3rd and 6 and called quarterback. I don't even know what that was. That shit looked bad from the start. He called quarterback whatever. I don't know. It was sweet. Then it wasn't a power. Whatever it was. Why call that? He called on 3rd. He called a gadget play. So this is what I'm gonna say, Anthony. And from a fan standpoint, this season, after they benched Calzada, was about the development of Cutter Boley. Period. Before the season started, these 3 games, Georgia, Texas, Tennessee, 99.99999% of people calling those as losses. Right? So now here's the thing. Cutter Boley started South Carolina, he started Georgia, and he started this game. Every week that MF has gotten better. That motherfucker went 31 for 39.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't have thrown that pick. That was on him.
That was immature. It was just immature. It was immature though. Yeah, so, immature.
But here's the thing. That pick didn't cost us the game.
Right.
He went 31 for 39. Did we not have 400 total yards?
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Did we have 400 total yards?
Almost. Passing? 390, like 394.
395 total yards against that defense. Y'all, Ohio State scored 14 points on that defense. Oklahoma last week scored 6 points on that defense. If you want to, like Coach Smith said, I only remember the bad plays. So I know you only remember the bad plays. I get it. Them 4 plays were shitty. But that motherfucker marched up and down on the best defense in conference. With a redshirt freshman quarterback. No, all I'm saying, don't give me that, oh, he's the best OC. What I'm saying is this game ain't the one to bitch at. Because he fucking called your quarterback 31 for 39. But I guess that's not, because when I say it's about the players, people say, well, the coach sucks. Well, so which one is it? So is it a coach or is it a player? You can't say it's a player on Saturday and say you got to give it what it is.
I'll give you my bird, man.
Are you done? Or are you finished?
Hey, this is where I drew my conclusion. You know, I'm always about the players. This is why the coaches. This is where I drew my conclusion, Van. And I didn't realize this till Larry Vaught brought it up to me. You know how effing terrible we have been inside the red zone, inside of 2 yard, 1 yard. Dude, we might be like over 18. Dude, we are terrible. We are short yardage inside the red zone. Terrible.
Beyond terrible. You know
so
what?
I said you ain't fixed. So you haven't fixed that at no point. And I know it stands beyond. It goes beyond Bush as well. But Bush might be 0 if 1 conversion.
He might be 0 because last year Tennessee, because I watched the Tennessee game over, we was fourth inside of first and got no points
in the red zone and open field is decent.
And then so I went and looked at Tennessee games, and then you're right. This is goes beyond. And then the year before that with Liam Cohen, when Ray Davis was a running back. We went for all 34 and then fucking get it.
I just think you can't keep showing up. Like teams know everything we know. If it's getting pointed out, like I said, Larry Vaught's been a reporter for years. So him pointed out means he's seen it. He got the numbers just like they quality control got the numbers. If you 4th and inches, let's just pin our ears back. We ain't concerned about what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? He is what he is, man. And like I said, He is not confident in his own play calling.
I can see that. Well, pull that back up, man, because that's bullshit. That right there is bullshit. I can accept players messing up. That's bullshit. Here's the reason why, Anthony. And I just posted something today at LSU game. LSU defensive coordinator is a damn good defensive coordinator. That motherfucker on one drive, Anthony, called two of the best calls you can call in the history of calling plays on defense. Because you know it's all about guessing, right?
Right.
That motherfucker had two guys on the first one, 36. LSU just scored. 36 coming up for them scoring. They won on first and second down. They got nickelback in their best player, their linebacker. One of the nickelbacks go on a blitz. The linebacker's on a twist. Both of them are unblocked, Anthony, to Diego's blind side.
Right.
All the DB had to do was go to his upfield shoulder, force him down to the linebacker, and they off the field. This motherfucker goes inside the linebacker. Diego does a little pivot and gets 9 yards for a first down, which should have been 0. Anthony, I mean, they were neither one were blocked. I can't accept players messing up when the coach called a fucking perfect fucking play. All right. So that couple, I think maybe the next chain move. He had Harold Perkins, his best defensive player. Same thing. Motherfucker, fake wide zone, boot. Guess where his ass go? Inside. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. Players are human. Fuck. A coach not human beings? That's bullshit. The guys on the field makes the fucking play. No, that is the most. See, that's Anthony. See, and
Pilots are human beings too. Pilots are human beings.
I don't mind pissing people off.
You don't see them crashing planes frequently.
I don't mind pissing people off, Anthony.
Go ahead.
That's bullshit. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? A lot of people say this shit because the furthest they got is middle school football.
No, come on, don't do that. I told you when we started this, the fans deserve it.
Oh, no. Because in middle school football, coaching matters. Coaching matters. In Little League football, coaching matters.
The best athlete gonna score no matter what, as you call.
Whoa. But in those situations, right, you have to put together something that the younger kids can digest, right? You got to put something that they can digest, right?
Right, yeah.
So, therefore, if you're one of those coaches who think they are the smartest guy on the planet, if an institute has a damn placard of 100 players on your side that your players can't fucking digest, you ain't going to do shit because the players are like, I don't know, coach, right? If you run 4 or 5 plays, your guys playing well in middle school, that's why coaching matters. And not that coaching doesn't still matter as you go up, but no. Hold on. I'm going to say this. And you're right. The old say shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? But here's the thing. We wouldn't be fucking talking about the OC if Cutter Boley on the second play march his ass to the fucking pylon.
But that's Cutter making a play. That ain't play calling.
No. That's one. No. But what I'm saying, Anthony, right? That's why players matter. That play was a boot, naked boot. And I don't know, tell me how the fucking center and the guard and the tackle got out the lead block, unless that was intentional. If it wasn't there to the tight end, they had a second option. And if he leaks, he keeps pushing the line of scrimmage, pushing to the line of scrimmage, he scores.
Mm-hmm.
So now, here's the thing. If he scores, then is that the player or the coach? It's the player. It's the player. Because the coach can diagram. And when you OC, right? Every play is designed to, in theory, score. If everybody blocks perfectly, every play is designed to get to the end zone. 90% of plays don't get the fucking end zone, right? Because the defense is the fucking variable. The third down call was bullshit. Total bullshit. The fourth down call was on Coach Stoops for not fucking kicking the field goal.
I'm gonna tell you what.
If you know your OC, let's say this. You don't like the OC, right? I'm not saying you don't like the OC, but I'm putting it on you without you saying it. You don't like the OC, right? And you're the head coach. Are you gonna give him that chance to fuck up fourth down?
You asking the wrong person.
No, I'm asking you. No. You the head coach, right? Because
I coach.
This other thing I want people to understand, and this shit pissed me off. Anthony, you got me on one. This other shit that pissed me off. I want people to understand. There's a headset, right? There's a universal headset that only goes to the head coach. The head coach is the only one that has that dial on his hip that go offense and defense. The defensive staff has their own frequency. The offensive staff has their frequency. All right? 99.9% of coaches don't get on one of those things unless they are a guy who's a special team coach like Harbaugh. Usually a defensive-minded head coach does not tune over to the offense until he says, boom, third down short. Y'all got 2 downs. Or, you can call a timeout. Those situations. How many times have you seen guys on fucking headsets marching to the head coach like, hey, can we get a timeout? Why can't they just go from the other side of the damn side like, hey, coach, can I get a timeout? You know why? Because he ain't on the fucking line. He's not on the line. They got to walk down to his ass with technology on the headset and say, coach, hey, how many times you see the headset and the guy take the one earbud, hey, coach, can we call timeout? Right? Because the motherfucker ain't on it. First of all, the head coach don't know the fucking plays. He don't know the terminology of the plays either. 90% of the time. So if coach calls, Brooklyn, 355, Y slot, Z orbit, 396. That fucking coach don't know what the fuck that is. He knows, as y'all fans know, pass and run. Hey, coach, is that a pass or a run? So if you know your coach is not creative, why the fuck then you letting them fucking run the play?
I'm gonna say this. And I appreciate your energy, man. I appreciate your passion for the game. I appreciate your passion for our cats. I'm gonna say this. And I'm Brad White of offense. And that's why I love Brad White. And I've said this, and you cannot dispute, I've said this for years, many more years than we've been on this podcast. You said coaches dial up plays to get touchdowns. My OC style is to get 3 yards. Right, I want my next call to be manageable.
Right.
Now, what you do after you get that 3 or 4 is why I'm saying I always, like Brad White knows his personnel on the field. We might not get to the quarterback with this personnel, so let me play it safe. Keep this guy in the box, not put him in ISO. That's an isolate. So that's why I'm saying, when, like I said, me drawing up plays is, well, we on 3rd or we on 2nd and 12. I don't need Donald in the game at 2nd and 12. I'm trying to get to 3rd and 4, maybe 3rd and 5. But my expectation every series is to be at 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7 at the worst. Right. Right. So if you and that's where the chess match comes in. If they stymie me on 1st down, if I'm behind the sticks, or if I'm off schedule all game, I gotta adjust.
Right.
Maybe personnel, maybe spread them out, maybe tighten them up.
You're right.
But I just don't think he adapts to that. And I said every time we get in short yardage, like in open field, Bush he'll call a waggle or bring Law across and hit him.
Right.
I wouldn't have mind, like you said, bringing Law across and either having Law return and having the back meshing with the tight end on the back corner, or even at the very worst on the inch, give it to Law full speed. And I know hindsight's 2020. I do know hindsight's 20. Running up the middle is the only problem I had. And Dowdle's ability to think you just gonna jump is stupid. I don't care if he runs into the back of the line and
Right.
bounce it, then
Right.
redirect to the outside. But
No.
you jump like
I'm gonna go back to this, Anthony. I really 100%. I can't say 100. I 99% really believe the second down play spooked them because we did all that shit. We orbit motion Kendrick. We boot, and them motherfuckers had both of them locked down. Yeah, both of them locked down.
Yeah.
The damn corner and the linebacker on the orbit did not bite on the play fake. They saw orbit, they bounced out, and when he booted, they had a guy penetrate. Remember, to fucking avoid the defensive lineman who penetrated. So, and I'm gonna just plays can spook you because you're like, fuck. I'm thinking if we just ran inside zone the first play, they're gonna want to crash. And then I do it, and they fucking play it. No one fucked up on the defense. No one. So, still, like I said, hindsight 2020, I would have fucking spread their ass out on third down and let my quarterback win the game for me. Because everybody say, well, we should have played Seth. As I didn't know during the game, found out after Seth was hurt. You don't know if Seth was on the sideline.
He seemed like he was hurt is why Patterson was playing.
One of them was on the sideline after he came in for those plays to get us in field goal range. You don't know if he was like, dude, I can't go no more. Like, you don't know. But Darnold is supposed to be your short yardage thing. Either way it would go, dude. Look, that's what I'm saying. Either way it go, right? To me, the down that fucked everything up was second down. And not by the result of the play, even though I think he could have scored, not by the result of the play. It's how Texas played the play.
Yeah. There's a chess match at this point.
Yeah.
You can't give it to them when you saying Texas or you saying Sark ain't doing this and we called it terrible. Dude, and somebody, and that's my dude here, man. How many times, and was it last game or the game before last, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 14, quarterback draw? Let's catch him by surprise. Like, man, like, dude, like, man, I'm an offensive guy. I know this. I do know this. Every time we had a tough decision to make an air raid, now, mind you had Tim Couch, who's a great quarterback. Yeasty want the ball.
All right.
I'm in there knowing that I can get a backer if we need 5.
All right.
If I got to pass protect, I'm telling them how many people come. Hold on. But we having that conversation.
No. You bullshitting. Keep going. Who else you have on that team? Keep going.
Law's a player. Seth is a player. That they got players too. It's the whole thing calling and letting everybody get some input.
Come on, man. Bullshit. Anthony. Hold on. Or you tell me Cutter Boley at this time, not in the future, at this time. You tell me you trust Cutter Boley as much as you trust Tim Couch. Don't even think about it. Hold
on. I'm gonna be honest with you. And if you ever see Hal Mummy, I typically have the most input when we have those sideline huddles. One, because I know how many people blitzing. I know if I can get it free. I know if I'm going to be a viable outlet. I'm telling you, 9. And then Tim usually knows what he's seeing on the back end. I know what's going on in the front end.
Come on, answer my question. Do you trust Tim Couch more than you trust Cutter Boley at this stage? All right, answer the question. All right, hold on.
Come on, man.
And I'm going to answer for you. I trust you more than Seth. All right, hold on. Now we got Yeasty. Kendrick Law came where Yeasty's freshman job. All right? So you got Yeasty. Hold on. Then you got K. Cole. Then you got Quentin McCord. And you got Keo Sanford. We ain't got none of those on this fucking team. None of them. So don't give me this, we're on the air raid.
Let's talk about it. Is my point. Let's talk about it. We did the same thing with Dusty Bonner. We did the same thing with Dusty Bonner, James Whalen, Me and D Homer.
Hold on. Thank you. Dude, hold on. Because we both know how good Dusty Bonner was, right?
Right.
He's underrated, right?
Right.
Dusty Bonner, James Whalen, first of all, had an unbelievable connection, as you know. Then you got you and Tooth, right?
Right.
So,
right.
we ain't got them on this team now. Come on, man. Let's be honest, dude. Let's be honest. We ain't got them on this team. You should have put you should have done something like fuck. You should have done another era.
Hold on. Okay. Your boy Eddie Grant. What your boy Eddie Grant doing the bowl game for the win? What he doing
so compare this with Terry Wilson, Benny Snell, Lynn Bowden, and Bouvier.
Yeah.
All right. They still had another one. Bouvier could play on this team and start right now.
Who the hell's Bouvier?
I'm just not Bouvier. I'm just saying.
The white boy?
Yes.
Bouvier, the white boy?
Yes.
Bouvier.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, that's what I'm saying. What was that? That thing where dude was trying to get in the house like, give me, that's what I'm saying.
My point is this. Here's my point, man. And honestly, this is all BS aside. Here's the point, for real. Just for the future, and here's why I say what I say. For the future of the program to finish this year, Mark Stoops probably going to keep his job. Too many attractive jobs coming open for somebody to pick Kentucky over Florida, Florida State, Penn State. So you get what's left over, and we may as well just keep our $30 million. Here's the $40 million. Here's the thing, though. This is where I'm telling you, man. This is the point I'm only trying to get to. And you got to hear me. You got to feel this. One thing I want you to do is feel this. If he continues to not make definitive decisions, no matter who the personnel is, we're going to continue to be in this position. And if Cutter keeps learning and getting us right there to the finish line, and you can't manufacture an inch play, or if our defense keep pitching shutouts, and I'm telling you, I'm one of them defense players. I'm going there slapping the shit out of somebody. It shouldn't be Cutter Boley. It shouldn't be Seth. Probably shouldn't be Kendrick. Probably shouldn't be Miller. It shouldn't be on by the offensive line. I'm telling you, at this point, I bullshit you not, man. If I'm Anwar Stewart, Brad, it could be Brad, I'm slapping Bush. Wait a minute. Come on, man. Man, let me get to it. Was you not on the damn field when Elliott Uzelac and Rick Smith had to be held back? Come on, coach. Come on. Because my defense is nice. You already calling this bullshit. Stop with it. Man, Smith was about to get in Elliott Uzelac's ass. John KY Blue. You all right? I'm telling you. Hold on. We pull out that game. Our fans happy. Mark Stoops buys himself another week or two of what ifs, maybe so's.
Yeah.
And I understand you blaming the coach. The offensive fucking coordinator, who's supposed to be second in command, is over there. You ain't got no balls. If you reach down there underneath there, I guarantee it's gonna be squishy. It's supposed to feel like a grape, with a little extra. Is that joker? You're gonna be able to do this. You're gonna be able to squeeze your hands all the way together. It ain't gonna be something that you. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, dog. And I'm saying that coming from if my offensive coach don't have faith in me, if I ever, and I'm not saying I'm that cold, but I think I've done enough and I proved myself week in and week out. If I'm ever standing on the damn sideline with the game, when we beat Alabama, I thought I was getting the damn ball. The play we called, I thought I was getting the ball because I was going to be one-on-one with a backer. And I only needed, 15 yards? 6. Craig was open and Craig scored. If Craig wasn't open, You know who is going to be open? That means if they had to bracketed Craig, that leaves me open on the arrow route, which I'm catching crossing the Mike linebacker's face. And the safety got to stop me within 15 yards. All I'm telling you is, at this point, we ain't got nothing to lose. We got a coach like it. We playing like it. And if he costing us games because he's scared or don't have confidence, he don't have confidence in himself, man. I think he lost confidence in himself.
That's all I'm gonna tell you is Oklahoma with the great John Mateer the week before had 258 total yards against the same defense.
Who? We're not talking about the yardage.
No. Hold on.
We're talking about decision making.
Hold on. See, but you gotta watch the game. They had 258 yards and 6 points against the same defense. Oklahoma offense is way better than ours. I understand that you wanna crucify them for 4 bad plays, and I'm not saying that you want to keep them. I'm just saying in this moment here today, in that game, that motherfucking quarterback went 31 for 39. A lot of those plays were schemed open guys.
How many of them was over 10 yards? That's the other thing. How many of them was over 10 yards?
And see, now all I'm saying is this motherfucker kept us ahead of the chains all game. As you say, keep your head of the chains. We were ahead of the chains.
Like you just said, 4 plays. What's the point of being ahead of the damn chains if it comes down to money making time? You're not converting. When's the last time we scored 20 damn points in the conference?
So, since fucking Liam Cohen, probably the 7th game of the year. It's been like a lot of games. It's been more than 2 years. It's been more than Bush. It's been Liam too.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though, Anthony. This is what I want you to understand, or what I want people to understand. You can have your feelings. It is the same way that you can have your feelings on Coach Stoops. Y'all have to be honest about why you have those feelings about Coach Stoops. Because he had his foot out 2 feet out the door, right? Even with that said, Anthony, this game, that OC, whomever, you take Bush's name out of it, let's just say they changed OCs and he called a game. If you take the name out of it, this motherfucker called a damn good game against that defense. Period. That's all I'm saying. Yes, you're right. In the red zone, they were terrible. They were 1 for 2. They got in the red zone twice. They only scored once. Correct.
I think he called, I ain't going to say damn good. I think he called a good enough game. And I say this, Van, because you should be the first one to know it. When your defense is pinching shutouts, you take some special team plays away.
Yeah.
Your defenses, you can call runs on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. Because we don't get it, we punt and watch our defense.
So watch this.
But he didn't call nothing exotic enough to.
Watch this then. If I show you a play right now, that you'll be like, damn, that's a great play. But what if? That damn pass to Kendrick Law on the sideline was a thing of beauty. He wasn't the guy he should have thrown it to, though. And hold on. If I show you the play, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's the wrong read. If I showed you the play, you're gonna be like, yeah, you should have really thrown it there.
Yeah,
right?
But it's been that way all season, though.
Right. So then I'm gonna go back to on the damn sack before halftime.
Yeah.
Wide open. And we complain about this, Anthony, how many times? Where's the hot route? Where's the hot route? Where's the hot route? It was fucking there.
Yeah, they've been hot routing lately.
And he was there.
Yeah.
Right? So if you do those, maybe the same way, if you ask me, I don't think the defense played as well as people think they played. You know why? Because Texas had dudes running butt naked open and couldn't get into them. The result would say, oh, the defense did this, the defense did that. I can show you 6 plays where it's touchdowns if Arch can just get it to him.
So the pressure from the front 7
Nope.
don't dictate whether the quarterback gets to keep his eyes downfield. And Manning ain't that. Just because his last name is Manning, don't mean
the plays I'm going to show you, he got time. Yes, there were plays where he did have pressure, but these plays, that motherfucker just either receiver dropped it or he didn't connect. Dude, and Anthony, I want people to understand this. Avondre, you are totally right. You are totally right. Give me your 10 top offensive play callers. Because people say shit and ain't got no answers. Give me your 10 best offensive play callers in college football right now. And then I want people to say, who get on Brad White, give me your 10 best defensive play callers in college football.
We'll find out this week. We'll find out this week.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Juggernauts coming in.
And this is what I'm gonna tell you. See, this is the other thing that pissed me off. You know what? People believe about Tennessee? They believe Tennessee when they had Heaton Hook a couple years ago. Guess how many points Tennessee scored on us last year? How many points Tennessee scored on us last year? 28. Guess what they scored 2 of those touchdowns on? Fucking interception down to like the 10-yard line and a fucking quarterback fumble like the 20-some-yard line. They scored 28 points on us last year. The year before, they scored, I think, 33. Again, Ray Davis, 4th down, give them the ball on the 30-yard line on our 30. So all this shit about Tennessee putting up 600 total yards of offense and putting up 40-plus points of offense on us, it's those first 2 years Hyper was there. The next 2, they did not. They scored 28 on us last year at home. If you remember, go back and watch the game. Was it not? What was the score? It was 21-10. Or was it 10-14? It was 10-14, I think. We marching. Gavin Wimsatt throws the fucking interception. They get on it, and it's 21-10, just like that. So for all the people who say, where they put up, buddy, it's bullshit. They would put up 500 yards of offense on us. Like, that's another number. Put 500 yards of offense again. No, they didn't.
No.
How many top 10 offensive coordinators going to want to come to Kentucky anyway? Y'all just think that, first of all, there are not 10 great.
They didn't put up 500 yards of offense up. They didn't put 500 yards of offense up. They put 480.
That's what I'm saying, but people say that. That's what I'm fucking saying.
Yards.
Anthony, hold on. 400 yards. We put up 395 this week. If 400 yards is a lot, you got to give Bush his credit then. Right? 400 yards is a lot. Well, we just put up 395 this week. Oh, well, Bush sucks. You can't have it both ways. 400 yards is really not a lot of offense.
They were 4-8 in the red zone, and they were 1-1 on 4th down conversions, so they were pretty successful on it. Bush was 0-2. Yeah, Bush was 0-2 on 4th down, and 1 for 2 in red zone chances.
Correct. And Anthony, that red zone for Texas, that was on the fucking 4-yard line. It started on the 4-yard line. They ain't get there. Punt team, return team got in there. I'll say Tim Beckett's top 10. No one can name 10 offensive coordinators. No one can name 10 offensive coordinators because I can't name 10 offensive coordinators. But everybody, I'm gonna say this. Mike Bobo is offensive coordinator for Georgia. He sucks.
Yeah, he sucked as a quarterback to me.
I do have a pick off of Mike Bobo.
That's why I said he sucked.
Mike Bobo is offensive coordinator for Georgia, and he sucks. And he has been offensive coordinator for them for quite some time. Mike Shanahan is in fucking is in NFL. College OCs. Kiffin is, if Kiffin is not one, he's two. I'm a big fan of Gus Malzahn. I'm a big fan of Rich Rod.
What about Hartline? Or he just got talent?
No, yeah. I think Ryan Davis calls the players on Saturdays.
So you give Mike Leach credit for Kentucky's success or Hal Mumme?
I give Mike Leach success for Oklahoma, Texas Tech, Washington State. That's what I give him his credit for. See, but the thing about it, you don't even know the IUOC. And the IUOC really look, for people who understand this, the same thing with Vandy. Vandy is in a perfect situation because they brought over their scheme from New Mexico State with the quarterback, with the tight end, all that stuff. Everything is, you know how they say continuity that fans hate to hear? The continuity helps them. Same thing last year with Cignetti. He brought the James Madison guys over with him, had a quarterback, and this year he got Mendoza. Can he continue? Can he continue to hit it in the portal on the quarterbacks? I'm going to say this, y'all. Anthony, tell me if I'm wrong, because I think I know how you feel. I'm not sure Mumme is as much of a genius as people set him out to be. I think those guys under him were the geniuses. And only reason I base that off of, Anthony, is his non-success after Kentucky.
Everybody else prospered and bloomed. Sonny Dykes, Mike Leach. Who else had my boy, Tony Franklin?
Yep.
It was a couple of them. I will say I think he gave them the recipe and they spiced it up. But I think him and Mumme and Mike Leach came up with the concept though. Well, they doctored the concept that they got from somebody else. But
so I don't know, dude. His tree is deep.
Yeah, it is.
His tree is deep, and everybody off that tree has had more success than he has.
Yeah, you even got people that played under him coaching now. And that was one thing that always had me head scratching. Everybody else got jobs. I'm talking about went to the top, like I said, Sonny Dykes in the damn playoffs. And this joker can't find a job nowhere.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
Crazy. But if you,
here's the thing.
Build a reputation, then I think that kind of goes with you. It makes it hard for you to get a job as well.
Here's the thing I'm going to tell you about Sonny Dykes, and that motherfucker coach here at La Tech. That motherfucker, I think, went to California. Ain't do well at all. But when he went to TCU and got in a situation where he gets a good quarterback for his system, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
No. We ain't a garbage university. Avondre always go to the other end. No. Here's the thing. First of all, Anthony, how many people really want Mumme to be here? Ain't nobody fucking know about Mumme.
No, this one based off that.
No. I just want people to understand this, right? How many people knew about Mumme? Nobody.
Tim didn't even know who Mumme was, but he had a concept that Tim liked.
How many know about Cignetti?
You didn't know about Stoops.
You didn't know. You didn't know about Cignetti, right? To be honest with you, ain't nobody know about Cignetti. Nobody know that Cignetti coached under the tree of the great Nick Saban. People don't know the whole deep tree of Nick Saban either, right? want people to understand this. It ain't gotta be who wants to come to Kentucky. The thing is, your top guys are not coming to Kentucky. You gotta find your Mark Stoops, your Kirk Cignettis, your God, I just lost the guy's name. Some of these guys, Matt Campbell, the Art Briles. None of those were household names until they became household names at the institution that was bold enough to hire them. So see, some of y'all, like some people are right, bring in John Gruden. John Gruden don't want to fucking come here. But you know who would want to come here? An up-and-coming OC that might be under the umbrella of somebody else who will not become a name because they sitting under the umbrella. Like Anthony said, maybe a Heartline want to come. I doubt it. But those are the guys you have to go get. Like, I'm going to just tell you right now, in my opinion, if I'm John Summerall, why would I come here? I've already proven myself. I could be a head coach and win at Troy. I could be a head coach and win at Tulane. Why would I come here? See, those are the things people just want to think, oh, we can just get. No. What I'm saying is that you want the James Franklin, for example. I'm not saying y'all want James Franklin, but y'all want people like James Franklin. Why would James Franklin come here when there's better options for him to go to? What you would need to do is maybe go get the OC for John Franklin. I'm not going for him either, but let's just say you might go for a guy like that who is not well known, but he can call a mean game. He's organized and can come here and recruit and develop. That's what it's all about. Y'all want to go, not y'all, all y'all, but a lot of people out here want to go after the big. They don't want to come here.
I will say this. I say, this is what I said when I said it, Von Drake. Who wants to come to Kentucky? And I said that Van went a whole nother direction. I ain't say a whole nother direction. All that stuff is true. And that was part of it, like Florida, Penn State, and there's going to be other jobs that's going to come up and going to be attractive as hell because you can just recruit in state. You don't realize how hard it is. And we said this way, well, Stoops came here and did something different. He changed the mindset. He went into Ohio. He had recruiters out on the trail. Anwar recruits North Florida and South Georgia. So, you had good guys out there trying to bring guys in. Point is, this is the biggest thing y'all need to understand. And this is where our fan base might be getting us in some hot water because I think the coaches might be cowards in the sense of, man, you stand on your own too. Like you go out the way you go out and you coach the way you coach. Our athletic director is tight with money. He went out and spent money on Stoops. Now y'all tell him he don't know. We the lowest ticket in the SEC. We got the lowest budget. We spend the least money to get somebody to come here. No, they don't have to pay them that $9 million that Stoops pay. Whether y'all know this or not, after next year, Stoops is going to be
30th.
Everybody's making 10 or more now. If you
Coach Cincinnati signed 11,
10 or more.
Coach Cincinnati signed 11.
Right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Dude who's done it for 2 years and signed 11, and we mad about the little 9 because. So point being is the times are catching up. We just run our mouths too much and we don't do enough research. The biggest thing, everybody going to come here. One, Barnhart's going to have to bite the bullet for whatever happens with Stoops. If he gets rid of Stoops, he's got to bite the bullet for $40 million. And the next coach, we ain't been spending that. We may spend that type of money, fans. We may spend that type of money. We have not known. So we paying 40 and then find somebody else to come in and pay them 8, 9 again without the hopes of knowing.
Right.
Without no guarantees, because the guy we brought in, we built him up from what was it, 3-something? Like 3.6, or did he start at 6?
He started at 3, yeah.
Yeah, he started at 3.
4.
So
yeah.
Over 13 years, he done got $6 more million, $500,000 more dollars a year. I'm not mad at that. But if we have to pay him 40 to leave and then pay another coach, y'all, everybody thinks Summerall will come for 7. What Summerall is doing now probably would come for 7.
Yeah.
If he wants to go to one of them other schools, if he wants to go to Auburn, Ole Miss, if Ole Miss comes open, they gonna
Which
pay
Auburn's is home state.
they'll pay
Auburn.
9 or 10. So we not in no position. So that's why when you saying why can we expect, or why do we say that this our who's gonna come to Kentucky? It's a lovely city. Our facilities are great, passionate fans, sometimes too passionate. But the way we operate ain't gonna be appealing to a successful coach. It might be appealing to an up and comer who's young, like Stoops was.
Yep.
You just want to dig their teeth in.
Yep.
But we ain't gonna get no big dog the way we run business here.
Anthony, this is what's crazy. I hear people barking about Clark Lee at Vandy.
You can't finance Stoops. He want his in 60 days.
Hey.
All 40 of them.
And small bills. Hey, all these people talking about Clark Lee right now, right? Because it's all recency bias, right? Clark Lee was 2-10, 5-7, 2-10. He was 7-6 last year, and people think he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. He was 70. So basically, in his 4 years, he's 6-1 this year. In his 4 years prior, he won 15 games. He was 15-33. Prior to this year, 16-33. But people act like that motherfucker. And I like Clark Lee. I've met Clark Lee personally. Shook hands, we talked. Great guy. Straight to business. He ain't got no funny bone, but at least when I met him. You know me, I'm trying to crack a joke. He was like, yeah. So great guy. All right. That's crazy. The other thing is that people don't understand is that we talk about this all the time. And if you subscribe to it or not, we have both played in this conference. As I even talked about today, I talked about a 2020 team. Anthony, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it on our show since this is a lock. People say the 2018 defense was the best defense in Stoops' era. And I keep countering this. I think the 2020 defense is better. If the 2020 defense played a regular schedule and not a 10-game SEC schedule, they would be the best team in Stoops' era. Because if you go top to bottom, that defense had more talent. They had better linebackers. They had a senior Quentin Bohanna instead of sophomore, right? They had Phil Hoskins. They brought Josh Paschal down. They had Jordan Wright. They had Jamin Davis. They had DeAndre Square. They had Bossman and Eccles. The only position, in my opinion, that they were worse in was obviously Josh Allen. Jordan Wright was a dog, though, but Josh Allen was definitely better. And Mike Edwards. Everywhere else, the 2020 defense was better than the 2018 defense.
Right.
That's my angle. Here's the thing, is that in this conference, you know what's going to make it worse, Anthony, for a head coach is we play 9 SEC games plus Louisville. You only get 2 cupcakes now. Your road to 7-8 wins has become incredibly difficult. Now, like I said, I hear people say, because I hear counter, but I hear people say John would take the job. And yes, all good and dandy. John, people should say that because you don't want to put your eggs all in one basket. But in my opinion, and I hope I'm wrong, because I want one of these good fucking coaches to come here. I hope I'm wrong. But if Auburn offers a job, and here's the thing about John. John is from Alabama, and his kids were born in New Orleans because he was coaching at Tulane. Those are 2 spots that I think really holds dear to him. And possibly his wife, because we all know the wife drives everything anyway. So if those 2 jobs are still available, I think he goes there before he comes to Kentucky. Now, I don't know the history of Will Stein. I heard he was from Louisville and went to a Louisville high school and all that stuff. I don't know. if you can get Will Stein, take his ass in a heartbeat and see what you can do with it. I don't know. I'm not guaranteeing wins, but if you can get him, you snatch his ass up tomorrow, in my opinion. But here's the thing, like Avondre said, oh, shooting for the middle. No. See, sometimes there's a difference between pumpers and realistic. What is your realistic goal? Everybody shoots for different coaches. I guarantee you, Mitch Bernhardt didn't say, oh, I'm just going after Mark Pope. I guarantee you he went for some of the big dogs, and they said, huh.
He went up to Hurley. He went that shit. He went up to all of them.
He went after Jay Wright. Jay Wright said, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Just because you get the successful offensive coordinator don't mean you cast a wide net. All I'm saying is Jay Wright, Hurley ain't coming here. If they didn't come to University of Kentucky basketball, why the fuck you think James Franklin, after doing what he did at Penn State, would come here? Not saying y'all screaming for James Franklin, but anyone like James Franklin. Yes, you make a phone call, whoever James Franklin, hey, bro, look, listen. Hey, we got a job for him at Kentucky in a few weeks. Hey, is your candidate interested? Hell no. Well, okay, click. Thank you. I appreciate it. I tried. There are 132 D1 schools. Do y'all even know all the 130? Probably not. There are a lot of schools. They ain't got no shot at nothing. When last time you heard Florida Atlantic? When last time you heard Florida International? When last time you heard Middle Tennessee State?
Mm-hmm.
Now, like, those are D1 schools.
Might have to. I wonder why I wouldn't mind seeing what Eddie George would do. And that's because of his connection with Tennessee.
Who?
Eddie George.
What connection does he have with Tennessee?
Where did he play college? Where did he play pro ball at?
Oh, I mean, I thought you were talking about
people.
college.
So wouldn't the kid want to play? Why do you think kids want to play for Deion? Because he's a great coach?
No, because
I don't think he's a bad coach.
No, because he's Deion.
Coaches can't transition.
No, Deion's not a good coach.
But people want to play for him. But people
right. He ain't a bad coach, but he's not. That motherfucker flushed damn 3 timeouts in that damn portable trolley he has on the sideline in one of those games. I love Deion, but no, he's still learning.
What you mean? Don't sound like we want anyone good to come. Hold on. No, I know. I understand, but Vondre just started coming on here now. Now, Vondre, I want you to understand this. I want you to understand this. This show is dictated by us. We just entertain y'all. We're not here to belittle nobody, degrade anybody, overtalk anybody. We are here having a realistic conversation. So it ain't to appease the fans. The fans can't sway us either way. But you said we don't want anyone good. Realistically, if me and Ben are having this conversation and this camera ain't on, this is what we're saying. That's what this show is based off of. We're not trying to appease y'all. We're not trying to. If you tell us why we think it's about coming, we just tell you why we think they won't. It ain't. Now, mind you, Ben has played for a coach at Kentucky. I played for a coach at Kentucky. One of the coaches was the same person we both played for. We know why we know. No. We know why we came to University of Kentucky.
You're right.
So we already know that. Put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this, man. I told you my story, and I said my story on here many times. If you want to hear the story, go back through the whole locker archives. You'll find it. So if you want to hear it, you don't really have to hear it. But Van, how did you come to the University of Kentucky because of the allure of Kentucky football in the city? I found out how good the city was once I got here.
Yeah.
Me coming down here was not the purpose. The football program was not the purpose.
Nope.
So it has to be a reason to bring somebody down here. And the NIL money, and that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. We want the lowest spending NIL. So any player we want, we not spending the money everybody else is spending on. So you got to take all those things in account, Bondre.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not coming to Kentucky. It wasn't for Michael Archer. Period. I'm not here. First of all, Kentucky didn't even recruit me. My recruitment to Kentucky, Anthony. Fuck, dude. That shit happened so late. I had to cancel. I had to change. You get your 5 visit. I had to cancel a visit to put Kentucky on the 5. Damn. Yeah. I'm gonna say this. Someone brought up a good one, and I forgot about it. Cosgrave Shumway said Buster Faulkner at GT. That is a guy that I like. But here's the thing that I also want people to understand is, and this is what I like about Brad White, is that Brad White knows his place and knows what his calling is. Brad White, I've said this many times, I don't think he wants to be a head coach. Some of these OCs that y'all automatically make head coaches don't turn into be great head coaches. Just because you can call a good game doesn't mean you're going to be a great head coach. There's a lot more components to being a head coach more than just calling plays.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Buster Faulkner is a damn good play caller. And I'm not sure, can he be a head coach? But when you look at these head coaches, look beyond. Because all people want Anthony right now, Anthony, is a better offense. That's all they want. They want to score more than 2 touchdowns in an SEC game. That's all they want. And they think to do that, you got to get a offensive-minded head coach. That's not true. You don't have to.
Right.
You just need a head coach that hires the right offensive coordinator who can recruit and get guys in here. That's it. It ain't got to. Your head coach can be the offensive line coach somewhere else. It doesn't have to be a play call.
Yeah. Nick, Kirby, them boys ain't offensive. Like I said, in the SEC, the powers, because you got to think, since Spurrier, maybe Urban, since Spurrier, though, it seems like the defensive team, like even that Tennessee team, the Tennessee team that did win, that defense, you wasn't budging. It wasn't an offensive team, that defense. Right. So in the SEC, like I said, you got some gimmicky, like I said, Hyper going to win some nice games. It's going to look cute. Kiffin going to win some games. It's going to look cute. Like all the offensive powers in the SEC, just like us. 7-4, we could have easily been 8-3, 10-2. We could have, 9-2. We could have easily been either of those two. But offense, I said it looks pretty, it's cute. But yeah, I mean I don't think that's the recipe to win because they too fast. Man, once they figure out your schemes, man, it'd be hard to manufacture points, and then you just got to win at the line of scrimmage. So, I will say this back in South. This is one thing I've been telling everybody, and I'm gonna piss in your weedy some more, just because y'all don't like the truth, don't like what's being said. Y'all, at one point, this was that people are coming because they want to play in the SEC, or people from Ohio will come down because they want to be in the SEC, so we can start recruiting Ohio. We pretty much got a good pipeline with Ohio now, but Ohio State's good, Michigan is good. So the top part, Toledo, and the top part of Ohio State is only like 30 minutes from Michigan, so it's closer, right. Way closer than we are. Then you got Ohio State. Whatever's going on now, Indiana's starting to look pretty. Point being is when that whole allure, even the whole allure. Here's the problem. Mark Stoops should have stopped beating some of these coaches a long time ago so we could save some of them wins down the road. Because with Florida being open, Auburn being open, Florida State being open, Ole Miss, Ole Miss and Florida probably won't be open together.
Penn State?
But, yeah, Penn State. I'm just saying in the SEC. To get in the SEC, Hey, and I'm gonna ask you this back in the South. To get in
Arkansas.
the SEC right now, if you were
Arkansas
coaching
is
or
open.
had an offspring coaching, would you tell them to pick Kentucky over Auburn, Florida, Ole Miss? Who else is supposed to come over?
That's what I've been
Arkansas?
saying.
Well, maybe Arkansas. Maybe Arkansas.
No, Arkansas is open. I mean,
Yeah. No, I'm saying maybe you might pick Kentucky over Arkansas.
Depending on if
Just for
who's
the city,
coaching.
just for the city experience.
Yeah,
living experience.
Depending on. I when I was recruited by Arkansas. Weirdly enough, that's a visit I asked for Kentucky, which is oddly enough.
Right. The average salary in the SEC is $8 million right now, which is probably going to rise to $9 million next year. Yep. The average salary in the Big Ten, I think, is $6 million.
Here's the thing that I want people to understand. This is really that old adage of coaches want to coach in SEC has kind of gone and stopped. And here's the reason why. The playoffs. You can go, for example, John Summerall, for example. He can get to the playoffs easier from Tulane than coming into a bottom SEC program. Which means even Arkansas. Why would I go to Arkansas when I stay at Tulane and I got a higher likelihood to get to the playoffs than going there? Some of these coaches, some of these small fucking Indiana, University of Indiana is paying a head coach of the football team $11 million per year. Who would have ever expected that? 11 a year, a basketball school paying a football coach probably top 3 in the country. Money is different now. You ain't got to come to SEC like when Saban was here and pre-Saban where we paid the most money. Those days are over. You can go anywhere. You don't have to come here.
And I'll tell you this, and we getting up out of it. I'm tell you this. It may or may not be factual. I may or may not be grasping. I may or may know this firsthand. Mark Stoops essentially had a contract to sign with Texas A&M for $7.5 million. To recoup the rest of his $9 million, he had to win the West, play in the SEC championship. To get all the way where he wanted to be was going to have to make the college playoffs. Hold on, man. At the end of the day, so basically you're going to have a $7 million contract. And we did the math before. You break that $7 million contract down to $3.2 million after taxes, $1.6 million once he split it with old lady, 1.3 after you pay your agent and everybody else. So you go on 1 million, and you expected to win. It ain't Kentucky where we want you to win. You expected to win. You got all the resources, private jets, all the money, recruit who you want to. All you got to do is coach. People looked at that contract. I don't know why Mark Stoops even was looking at that. You knew you can't keep up with that. That is a lot of pressure to have on you. Point was, people looked at, even on their end, looked at it and was like, $7 million ain't shit to them.
Yeah.
To the most wealthy university in college.
Yeah.
University in sports.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of how the landscape is right now, man.
And
you was gonna take a pay cut to go there. You're gonna have all the resources, and you're gonna have to work your tail off to make what all we want you to do is win 6 games here and make that.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this. Dude, that's crazy. And this is the weird part about it, Anthony, is that if we could go in a time machine and change things, I think I've said it here, we can go in a time machine and change things, right? Because people are upset now because we are not in the college football discussion. if college football discussion was in 2018 and Mark Stoops gets to 2 college football playoffs, because he would have got there in 2018 and he would have gotten there in 2021 because he was top 14 in the SEC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If he gets to the college playoffs those 2 years, the perception and legacy of Mark Stoops is totally different because his winning season happened prior to the college playoff system.
Vondre, how old are you? How old are you, man?
He's in his early 20s, Anthony. No. And not. I would say
not a bad. Yeah.
I would say he's under 30. I would say
he's been a privileged fan, I should say.
Yes, he's probably between the age of 28 and 24. So when anyone says anything about the history, he's like, my history is this. All I know is 10-win seasons. All I know is bowl games. So fuck the history. Why can't we get better? Here's the crazy part. And I know the answer is going to be this. I'm here in Baton Rouge. How people talk about coaching. LSU has had 3 coaches that win a national championship. Ed Orgeron sucks as a head coach. Ed Orgeron won a fucking national championship at University of Kentucky. I mean, at University of LSU, in Louisiana. He won a national championship at LSU. Guess what he did after he won a national championship? He won 11 combined games in 2 seasons. 11 combined games at LSU in 2 seasons. So I want to, I'm just going to go back to this. If you can bring a coach in here, see, if you can bring a coach in here, Anthony, who can bring his whole, if he was, let's say Will Stein can somehow get all those Oregon players, half of them to transfer with him to University of Kentucky, we have a chance to be great. But if Will Stein leaves all those players at University of Oregon and comes to University of Kentucky, has to rebuild from here, y'all better give that man some time.
How much time you want him to give him?
I don't know, because
it only took Stoops 3 years.
It took Stoops more than 3 years.
2 and 10, 5 and 7, 5 and 7. Then we took a pew.
Okay. But Anthony, those 7-win seasons to people now don't mean shit. So you can't come here and win 7 games again.
Well, it still took us 3, but I'm saying it still took us 3 to get to there.
Right.
I'm just saying, and it took us another 3 to fuck it up.
I'm just saying, Vondre is looking for 8, 9, 10 wins. Them 7 wins ain't cutting it.
2 to 3 years is fair? That's all y'all talking about giving somebody? Oh, man, these folks crazy, man. They crazy. Yeah, 506 wins. If he started off at 2 and 10, oh my gosh, these motherfuckers crazy, man. If we start off at 2 and 10, then 500 to 6 and 6, right? But yet, when we went from 7 and 5, 7 and 5.
See what, Anthony? Like I said earlier, these fans don't get that Vandy only won 7 games last year and they act like Clark Lee is the greatest coach in the history of coaching. You hear me? Anthony, you know what was crazy, Anthony? This is what was crazy for me. Then we get off. Like I said, I like Clark Lee. And people going into this season was going crazy. Then he won some games to start this season. I'm like, man, I forgot. Vandy had a great season last year. Then when I went to look at what the record is, I'm like, this motherfucker won 7 games. Because I thought he won 9. Because just Vandy playing better. And I'm like, oh shit. Then when I looked at the record, I'm like, he won 7 games. 7 games. Winning, Mark Stoops won 7 games a couple years ago, and y'all was pissed off.
Turn their nose up at it. Keep them funky ass 7 games.
Right. So like guys like Vondre think 7 wins is something to sneeze at. Well, the Wonder Boy won 7 games last year. And I'm gonna tell you this about IU. I'm gonna say this about IU. IU won their first game this season. that first real game beating Oregon and Oregon means a lot. That puts them on the map. Because other than that, they ain't win not one game. That game, like, okay, you did something. Last year, get the fuck out of here.
Man, dude, you're not talking about last year's Vandy team that was 3-5 in the SEC.
Stop, Anthony, stop. Don't
And
say
one
that.
of those was us.
Anthony, don't say that.
Well, the other one was Alabama, so I guess that makes it. makes it worse. Man,
Because
they lost to Georgia. They beat Alcorn State, Virginia.
And hope, Anthony. Know what's crazy, Anthony? Anthony, know what's crazy? Know what's crazy? Is last year we beat Ole Miss too. Right? That's right. Yeah, we beat Ole Miss, right? But all right.
Me too, Smize Mo. Smizo.
Mo does too. That's one motherfucker that hates him more than you hate him. No. Anthony, you don't think Mo hates him more than you do?
He disliked him. He didn't do nothing to Mo but make Mo leave a year early and get drafted and have a 9-year NFL career. He almost ended my motherfucking career. He just started Mo's NFL career sooner than it would have been.
Back in the South. Anthony's gonna get pissed off. Anthony, close your ears. Back in the South in 2022. If Will Levis, dumbass, waits until everybody's set because he gave a over route pass to Baron Brown, who went all the way down to like the 5-yard line. If he looks both sides and let everybody get set, that pass to Dane Key is a touchdown. That's 8 wins. If Oxidine does not get hand in the face when Keydron Smith had the interception to end the game, that's 9 wins. Those are plays that actually happen, not ifs. Those plays actually happen, was called back on penalties for some bullshit. That team was a 9-win team. And if you go back to the next year, we're not gonna count. We're not gonna talk about in that year too that C-Rod lost 4 games for some hospital bullshit in the 2022 season. We ain't gonna talk about that. But in the 2023 season, let's go through the whole 2023 season and go to the bowl game. If Drew Phillips and Max Harrison do not get hurt in that one game, we win that game, and then we win 8 games. So would y'all feel better if that happened, win 9, 8, and then won 4 games?
I truly believe if we win out, which is going to be tough to do, I truly believe if we win out, our fan base is going to be mad as hell.
Hell yeah. They're going to be pissed off to the highest point of festivity because here's the thing. I'm going to say this. No, that's not true, Daniel. Those 2 plays in coach game, those are 2 of the end of the game plays. Those are 2. That's every play has been made, and those 2 plays happen at the end of the game. It's not that simple. If it was 2 plays if it was like this game last week where Cutter doesn't slide and if he goes head first, those are 2 plays, then you say that's a problem. Those 2 plays happen at the end of the game. One outside the legal procedure and one hands to the face of plays that win the game at that moment. Anthony, let's call it a day, brother. I know.
Indeed, man. We appreciate all y'all for joining in. Even Vondre little ass. I don't know, his little young ass come up in here wreaking all kinds of scratching the chalkboard with his fingers, making all kinds of damn noise, man. Man.
Hey, he has those strong nails too because he's 27. He's not brittle like mine. Shit, I can't even scrape across the board. Them motherfuckers are cracked. Shit, I just had to cut my nails right now when we was broadcasting because my shit was thin.
Oh, man.
You know, man.
Man. Again, we appreciate all y'all for joining us. Like, subscribe, share, follow, man. Hit the like button, man. Go over on YouTube. If you watch the video, man, like it. I don't know how to likes. It don't be showing a whole lot of likes up on here, but
smash the like button.
Smash it. We come on here, man. Get the truth. That's one thing I think everybody say. I'm gonna have a couple other people on next week. I was supposed to reach out to somebody this week. My day got busy. But we're gonna see what happened with Tennessee. We'll get some other people to get in here and you know, throw the ball around a little bit, some other opinions. But just know when you come in here, leave your feelings at the house, because we really don't care about your feelings. We just give an honest opinion. You can agree or disagree. We give you the right to have your own opinion. So if I don't agree with your opinion, we just gonna go back and forth about it, or it's gonna get ignored if you just being outlandish. But our opinions are what we went through, what we know goes from, and we may or may not know some inside stuff that we may or may not know, say that is inside scoop. So just leave your feelings at home. Not that anything happened here today. It was good banter. We enjoyed y'all. We enjoyed some new people. Again, even Bondre's little ass. He was a nuisance, but he was welcome to the show. We appreciate all y'all, man. We'll be back next week, man. Hopefully with a Tennessee win to talk about. I'll catch y'all next week.